Hi guys, I'm Mukesh Singh from Urban Modern School Darbhanga, and in this video we are going to learn the poem An Elementary School Classroom in a Slum written by Stephen Spender. But before explaining the poem line by line, I will discuss its theme and the central idea of this poem. The poem An Elementary School Classroom in a Slum deals with the theme of social injustice and class inequalities. The poet brings out the disparity between the formal education system and the reality of the lives of the poor. In this poem, the poet has very aptly picturized the pathetic condition of the slum children. The poet has presented two contrasting and incompatible worlds: the world of the powerful, rich, and important people, and the world of unfortunate, poverty stricken slum children having uncertain and insecure future. The poet appeals the authority to realize their responsibility toward the slum children and to root out the social injustice and class inequalities by breaking the obstacles that come in the way of the progress and development of the slum children. And this can only be done by providing them free education, because history is theirs whose language is the same. Till now, we have discussed the theme and the central idea of this poem. Now, let's begin this poem line by line. The poet here describes the condition of the slum children in the elementary school classroom in a slum. Far, far from gusty waves, these children faces. Gusty waves, gusty means energetic, forceful. So, gusty waves means strong waves. These children's faces. These children faces means the faces of the slum children. So the poet says that the faces of these slum children are far, far away from the general energetic children. They are like rootless weeds. Rootless means uprooted or insecure, and weeds are the unwanted plants. So these slum children are like rootless weeds, as weeds are not wanted by anyone. In the similar manner, these slum children are not wanted by anyone in our society. So, these slum children are compared to rootless weeds. And as the weeds are insecure, in the similar manner, these slum children are insecure. Their future is insecure. That's why the poet has compared these slum children to that of the rootless weeds. And the figure of speech used here is simile. The hair torn round their pallor. Pallor means dull face. And the hair of these slum children are torn, scattered on their pallor means dull faces. So round their dull faces, their hair is scattered, their hair is not combed. The tall girl with her weight down hurt, and there is a tall girl in the class, and her head is bent down because of the burden of poverty. This shows that she is ill and exhausted. The paper seeming boy, and there is also a very lean and thin boy like that of paper, that is thin and weak like that of paper, with rat's eyes. And this boy who is lean and thin like and weak like that of a paper has rat's eyes, that is sunken eyes or hungry eyes. Hunger gleams in his eyes. His eyes are defensive, scared, and reflect hunger. The stunted, unlucky hire of twisted bones. An heir or hire means successor, and stunted means underdeveloped, that is not developed properly. So the stunted, unlucky hire of twisted bones, reciting a father's gnarled disease. Reciting means telling or describing father's gnarled disease. Gnarl means naughty disease, KNOTTY, naughty disease. गठिया का रोग उसको कहते हैं naughty disease. And the boy is not developed properly. He is underdeveloped because he is not fed properly. Because of poverty, the boy has not got proper balanced diet, and that's why his physical structure has not developed properly. The stunted, unlucky hire of twisted bones, and that boy has unluckily inherited that disease, that is the disease of twisted bones, from his father, and he's reciting this thing, that how he has unluckily, he is telling that how he has unluckily inherited the disease of twisted bones from his father, and the disease of gland disease, that is naughty disease, from his father. This is the meaning of that. He is reciting a father's gland disease, his lesson from his desk. At back of the dim class, one unnoted, sweet and young, his eyes live in a dream of squirrel's game in tree room other than this. At back of the dim class, class is dim here. It means there is no sufficient light. There is dim light in the class, or the condition of the class is not good. So at the back of the class, there is one unnoted. Unnoted means unnoticed. Sweet and young. Young means small. So there is a small boy who is sweet. So there is a sweet and young boy at back of the dim class. And this boy lives in a dream of a squirrel's game in the tree room other than this. And that boy is not interested in the class. He is looking outside the window of the classroom. He is looking at the squirrel's game. There is a squirrel in the tree room. Tree room means the hollow space in a tree. So outside the class, there is a squirrel in the tree room, and the squirrel is playing. So that boy has still a ray of hope to enjoy his life. Still he has a hope that he would be able to enjoy the life like that of a squirrel. He would be able to live free life like that of a squirrel. So this means that though this boy is a slum child, but still he has a ray of hope that one day he would be able to enjoy his life freely like that of a squirrel. It means that this boy still hopes that one day he would be able to enjoy his life like that of the rich and the powerful people. He would be able to come out of the dirty and the filthy surrounding of the slum.